Hello, I'm Dr. Monty Hayes. Today's mini lesson for Kirkwood's High School Completion English curriculum has to do with reading analytically. And today we're going to read advertisements analytically. You might recall that I've noted that a text can mean more than something in a book. It can be on a screen. So we're going to talk about reading advertisements analytically, and it's a good way to start developing the habits of mind that go into analytical reading. It can also help you think very specifically, very pointedly about audience. So there's an article that you might look up online if you're so inclined. It's called Advertising's 15 Basic Appeals by Jib Fowles. It's been around for a good 25 years now, still gets used in a lot of college readers. And in this piece, Fowles draws on the work of psychiatrist Henry Murray to talk about how advertisers think about viewers' desires when they craft their advertisements. So if I'm looking at an advertisement for nail polish, perhaps I'm not looking at this to prevent my nails from chipping, but because I want to somehow have a certain image. So these desires for certain images, certain achievements, and things of that nature are what, according to Fowles, citing Murray, drive buyers, and these appeals can be identified in various advertisements. So let's go through them. The first one, the desire for sex. How often do we see a sexy model in an advertisement? The implication that if one has a certain product, one might be more attractive to partners one would like to attract. Interestingly enough, that doesn't get used as frequently as we might think because the content of the ad, the sexual innuendo, can detract viewers from the product that merchandisers are trying to sell. Another one, the need for attention. Look at me, look at me. We might see someone walking down the street turning a lot of heads, not necessarily attracting sexual partners, but attracting admiring glances. So the need for attention is another one. Another is the need for affiliation. Grab some buds, join a group, be part of the gang. And you'll see that in a number of advertisements. People coming together to enjoy a product, often food or drink. Another one is the need for autonomy. This one I find really ironic. Choose your own whatever, buy this product. But the need for autonomy, for self-determination, to be one's own person, make one's own choices, especially, again, if that choice is to buy the product being advertised. Another, the need for dominance. The need for dominance. Own the road. Closer related, the need to aggress. Like appeals to the need for sex, this one doesn't get used too often because the emotional intensity of the appeal can detract from or distract from the product. Another, the need for prominence. Own this Rolex, have a certain image. Related to that, the need to achieve. We see this in a lot of advertisements that use athletes, the need to achieve. Have this product and perhaps you'll run a little faster, you will accomplish something. The need to nurture. These appeal to people's desire to take care of their children and their pets, the need to nurture, because so much is riding on your tires, for instance. The need to escape. Calgon, take me away. A million miles from Monday. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. The need for aesthetic sensations. Kohler ads use this appeal. The need for things that look good, for instance, that are pleasing aesthetically, pleasing in their design. The need for guidance. We might have someone who is, a father figure, a maternal figure, a physician or an actor playing a physician. The need for guidance, the need for someone with expertise or authority to tell us what to do so that we can feel secure again in those choices. The need to satisfy curiosity, frankly, I don't see this one used a lot, but something with a lot of charts might fit that appeal. And finally, the need to satisfy physical, and sometimes it gets printed or presented as psychological urges, but physiological desires to eat, to sleep, to have shelter, to be warm. So, if it's for bottled water and it's not to, somehow have the trendy bottled water, but simply to satisfy one's thirst, that would be an appeal to the need to satisfy physiological sensations. So try to find 3 ads, think about what appeals you see and how they might reach certain audiences.